afternoon, and thank you for joining us on Across the Fence. I'm Jolie Whitney. December is here, which means it's time for holiday parties and celebrations. If you want to be the talk of your office holiday get-together, in a good way, of course, then our chef Marco Ayala has some tasty takes on hors d'oeuvres. So be the belle of your holiday party because, yes, Marco has an app for that. Marco, take it away.
Thank you, Jolie. Hi, I'm Marco Ayala, and I'm here to share another recipe with all of you. And it is hard to believe that the year is almost over. It's already December, it is getting cooler outside, and it's the holiday season. As you can see, I'm already all decked out and ready for the holidays because I think it's such a great time to spend time with family around great food and having fun. And as you can see, I am more than ready. I got my Christmas sweater on, I got my decorations, and I also have some great recipes that you're really going to enjoy. And the holiday recipes, I think is something that really unites a family. Growing up, my sister and I were always in charge of the Christmas dinner. One year we actually decided to just do hors d'oeuvres because it's something that is like easy to eat, and then you have a lot of variety, or maybe you're invited to a holiday party and you don't know what to make. Well, do I have 3 great recipes for you. So let me start with the first one, which is kind of international because it's a Peruvian recipe that I think works so well as an appetizer for the holidays. And this is Gruyere Chipa bread bites. They're cheesy, they're very moist, and they are baked to perfection. And they take very few ingredients, which means that you can very easily put together a batch of these to bring to a party or to add it to your list of appetizers or maybe as a side dish for your big dinner. So let me tell you how to put it together. To a medium saucepan over medium-high heat, you're gonna add half a cup water, 4 tablespoons butter, half a teaspoon kosher salt, half a teaspoon granulated sugar, and half a teaspoon freshly ground pepper. Mix it well and bring the mixture to a boil. Once the liquid is boiling, you're gonna add half a cup all-purpose flour. Stir it well until a smooth dough forms, and make sure there are no lumps. Continue to cook this dough for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then you're gonna transfer the dough to a bowl and continue to mix it with a wooden spoon so it cools slightly for about 1 minute. Then you're gonna add 1 egg and you're gonna keep mixing it until it's smooth and fully incorporated. Add a second egg and continue to mix. Once the dough is nice and thick, you're gonna add half a cup freshly grated Gruyere cheese and you're gonna fold it in. And this recipe works great with Gruyere cheese. However, if you don't have any on hand, you can always substitute for Swiss cheese, which works great with this recipe as well, or, because we're in Vermont, with some cheddar cheese. Then, with a small teaspoon or a small cookie scoop, you're gonna take enough dough to create a 1-inch ball. Then, to a small container, you're gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons Parmesan cheese. And you're gonna roll every ball into the Parmesan cheese, and you're gonna bake them at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now don't tell me that wasn't super easy. And as you can see, the chipa bread comes out very puffy, so it's recommended to serve it immediately. However, if you don't, it's going to fall a little bit, but still it looks great. Look at that. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I think that is a perfect hors d'oeuvre that you can serve with marinara sauce, with some cheese sauce, or on its own. So now that we've got this chipa bread, let's make something that is definitely a showstopper and is an appetizer that everyone is going to ask you to make again for the holidays in perpetuity because it's so cute. So check out these ham and cheese Christmas trees. They're so easy to make, very few ingredients, and they are definitely going to be the talk of the town because look how cute they look. So let me tell you how to put them together. First, you're going to take 1 tube refrigerated pizza crust. You're going to place it over parchment paper, and you're going to stretch it to create a rectangle. Then you're going to take about 9 slices cheese, and you're going to arrange it over the pizza dough. And please notice that I just mentioned cheese, because in this case, you can use the cheese of your choice. Because as long as it's a cheese that melts a little bit and it's stretchy, it's kind of like pizza on a stick. Then you're going to take about 9 slices deli ham, and you're going to arrange it over the cheese. And make sure to fill all the gaps that you may see between the ham. Then you're going to squirt some mustard over the whole thing and carefully spread it over so it's even. Then you're going to take another tube of refrigerated pizza crust. You're going to place it over the ham and cheese, and you're going to stretch it until it's the same size as the bottom pizza crust. And now it comes the fun part, which is assembling these cute little trees. Then, with a sharp knife, you're going to cut your pizza crust into long strips. You should be able to get about 12 of them out of your rectangle. And something that made it really easy for me is the fact that the parchment paper comes with a grid that's printed, so it's very easy to measure. Once all your strips are cut, remove one strip, place it on its side, and you're going to swirl it from top to bottom, creating the shape of a Christmas tree. Then you're going to take a skewer, and very carefully you're going to puncture it until you go through the middle of the whole tree. And transfer it to a cookie sheet that has been sprayed with no stick cooking spray. Repeat the process for the rest of the trees. As you can see, after you do 1 or 2, the process becomes much easier. Once all your trees are ready, you're going to bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes at 400 degrees. And when they come out, they look great, they're sizzling, and you can smell all those great ingredients. And how easy is that? They're super cute. However, if you notice here, these trees look a little more lively because they're already decorated. So, the same way that you will decorate your Christmas tree, let's decorate these little handheld trees. 2 tablespoons butter, 1 clove garlic, minced, and about 3 to 4 tablespoons parsley, a little bit of pepper flakes, and let it cook a little bit until you can smell the garlic. Remove it from the heat and brush your trees with this mixture. And that is it. This is such an easy recipe. It's so cute. So give it a try. You could also even add here like a little cherry tomato, like a little tomato there as a tree topper. So many possibilities. So I hope you give it a try. I think this is really a very cute recipe that your family is going to enjoy. Now, let's move on to dessert because, well, the holidays will not be the holidays if there wasn't a dessert on the table. You guys know how much I like things that are handheld, that are easy to eat. So that's how I decided to make these apple cheddar bites. Are very easy to put together. They're delicious and they're sweet and salty at the same time. So let me tell you how to put them together. First, you're going to take 2 medium apples, core your apples, slice them, and transfer them to a bowl. Then you're going to add a little bit of lemon juice, the zest of 1 lemon, and 4 tablespoons Vermont maple syrup. Toss them well to coat and set them aside. And it's very important that you make sure that they're well coated because this is what's going to prevent them from getting too brown. Then you're going to take 1 package frozen puff pastry, place it over parchment paper, and cut it into 4 squares. Repeat the process with the second puff pastry. Then you're going to take a block of sharp cheddar, about 6 to 8 ounces, and you're going to grate it. Place about 1 to 2 tablespoons grated cheese on each square. Then you're going to top them with 3 to 4 apple slices. Spoon the leftover maple syrup evenly over the apples. And then you're going to take two opposite corners and fold them onto each other. Then, to the bowl that you were using, you're going to add another 2 tablespoons maple syrup. And you're going to brush all your pastry bites with the maple syrup. Then you're going to take about 1.5 teaspoon flaky sea salt and sprinkle it over your cheddar bites. Then you're going to take 1/4 cup chopped pecans and sprinkle over the pastry. Bake them at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. And that was it. Isn't it really easy to put together these bites that I think are very well balanced because they're savory, they're sweet, and as I mentioned, they use all these great ingredients that we have in Vermont, such as apples, maple syrup, and cheese. So I hope you give them a try. I think that is something that your family, friend, or friends are really going to enjoy. You can actually make them smaller, so you can make them like little finger food. Possibilities are really endless. Let me know how you like these recipes. How? Well, by connecting with Across the Fence on social media. Or you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get these recipes and all the great content that Across the Fence puts on every day of the week, directly on your phone or your computer. Also check out the webpage for UVM Extension and Across the Fence that you can see there on your screen. Thank you again for another year of letting me come into your living room every month and share some recipes with you. On that note, have a great holiday season with family, friends, or whomever you choose to do so. Enjoy your food and enjoy your cooking. And hopefully you get to try some of this food, Jolie.
Thank you, Marco. We're still a few weeks away, but we want to invite you to spend Christmas with Across the Fence. We will be bringing you a half hour of our monthly Bird Notes program on location from the Green Mountain Audubon Center in Huntington. Join Mark Labar and me as we talk about feeding our fine feathered friends and how to keep those pesky squirrels from making the naughty list. So spend Christmas Across the Fence at noon on December 25th. My thanks to the crew behind the scenes here at WCAX. I'm Jolie Whitney. Have a good one.